Hi, I'm Rick Guerrero along with Greg Roden, and today we're where?
Rockabilly Ruckus at the Trumbull County Fairgrounds.
This is the fourth one.
Fourth one, and we've been waiting all year for this one because Rick brought this up to me, last year. I'm like, I don't know, it sounds like more of a bike show, but this is incredible.
It's very incredible, yes.
Yeah, go ahead, tell them what's going on.
Well, we're going to go inside and check it out pretty soon here, but it's just the cars that are coming by us right now. It's just amazing. And the bikes and the cars and the rat rods and the trucks and everything, huh?
You've got dirt track racing, which is just great. Bikes, rat rods. Last year we did the Rust Belt Revival, and that was amazing. The rat rods are probably all here from that show, plus some. Yeah, we've got people from everywhere.
You know what else they got here?
What's that?
Pin-up girls.
That's a great show, and we actually, we should talk to a couple of them and see how that works. It's a competition, so they probably, I guess, they win some money for it if they win. So why don't we try to do that too?
Okay.
Well,
okay.
I tell you what. Let's go in.
Let's go ahead and check it out.
Let's go.
With me, I have Ed Stan, the organizer of the Rockabilly Ruckus. Hi, Ed. How's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. What a show you got here, huh?
I think so.
You think so? Well, you're too busy to enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm still trying to take it all in and see what I got to do,
You know what? I got here about 9:30 this morning, and I've been trying to take it all in myself. This is a heck of a show, and I've been smiling like you wouldn't believe the whole time. This is a great show, you know that.
Thank you very much. I like to think we got a good event, good for the family, good for, we give back to everybody who protects and serves in the military and everything else. So I'd like to think we're doing a good thing.
You're doing a very good thing here, and this is where we're located out here.
Trumbull County Fairgrounds, Bezetta, Ohio. Cortland, Ohio.
Cortland, Ohio. This is what, your third annual?
This is the fourth one so far.
The fourth one, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
This is what, tell us some of the stuff that's going on in here today.
Chaos.
Just part of it, edit it
Chaos.
in a nutshell.
Yeah, chaos, a lot of chaos.
Behind us, we got the dirt racing going on.
Well, over here behind us, we have the American Motor Drone Wall of Death. And then, behind me, we have the dirt track. It's a 5/8 mile dirt track. We allow, it's 1979 and older to get in the gates. Anybody that comes in with a show car gets a chance to go run the track. We have really, really, really nice cars that go out there. I don't know why, but they do it. And then we have vintage race cars, we have flat track motorcycles, we have all kinds of stuff that goes out there. There's a guy out there this morning with a garden tractor with a V8 in it.
Yeah. I think I seen that out here. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Kind of nuts.
The cars around here just outstanding. It's just like, you don't realize how many of these cars are out there and these rat rods, and they're all it's like this is their
everything. I mean, listen, the thing that I really love about our event is we're not we're cutoff year, right. But we're not car specific. We're not rat rods, we're not hot rods, we're not lead sleds, gassers, we're everything.
Right.
And we'll get rat rods that you need a tetanus shot to be by.
Oh yeah, we got into a couple of those, yeah.
But then next to it you'll see a beautiful $50,000 Mercury slammed. We have junior pinups and junior greasers, and there's tomorrow there's going to be kids events as far as valve cover soapbox racing and wheelbarrow soapbox racing, and so there's honestly there's stuff for the whole family to be involved in. We had a family last year, a family of 6, mom, dad, 4 kids. Mom and daughter entered the pinup contest. The 3 boys entered the junior greaser contest, and then they all did a family photo by a hot rod and sent us a nice thank you letter. So
cool.
It's just nice to see the family come out.
Sure.
Kids over here at the art tent, the kids are getting free airbrush tattoos and all kinds of stuff.
You know what's neat, Ed? We go to all these car shows. We do quite a few every year, and you don't see many kids. But this one here, there's all kind of kids running around here.
We encourage the kids to come out because even like I said, the art tent, Josh and Emily run that. They put that on. They do that all themselves. And Emily buys a couple hundred hula hoops and grabs little kids and teaches them how to hula hoop and then sends them with a hula hoop. And, you know, they have canvas prints that are cartoon type stuff, hot rod cartoon stuff that they just give all the kids. Like there's a lot of things
really
for the kids
That's
to
what
do.
you need nowadays to do. Get the kids involved. And because nowadays you don't see that. Everybody's in front of a computer. You know, you don't see that anymore.
Yeah, you don't
That's
see
just really
that
good.
here. And the one thing that I like about this is, you know, it's not a car show. It's a weekend event. We do have a car show portion. Honestly, we don't put very much into it. We put a lot more into our charity auction. But it's just a big gathering, and I like that there's such a wide variety and that the whole family can come out and do things and stuff like that.
A lot of smiling faces around here, I'll tell you that. Hey, Ed, before we go here, tell us some hours and when you're going to see this again.
Okay, so this is always the second weekend in August. No matter what year it falls on, it's the second weekend in August. The hours are Friday is noon to 6, and then Saturday is 9 to 8, and Sunday is 9 to 6.
We find it on the webpage somewhere?
Yeah, we have a website, www.rockabillyruckus.com. The whole weekend, like I said earlier, we're dedicated to the military and everybody that protects and serves. If you are active military or you do protect and serve, fire, EMT, police, anything like that, it's a free weekend. Just show your ID at the gate and you get in.
We have Chuck Phillips from Smithfield, PA. That's
Yes,
where?
sir.
Around Pittsburgh somewhere?
Yeah, south, about 60 miles south of Pittsburgh.
And you drove it here?
Yes, sir.
This is
Hey,
pretty, this is a...
This is a short trip for me.
I heard you went to what, Daytona in this?
Yeah, I went to the turkey run in Daytona
How'd it run
this
for you?
past year. Good.
Good?
Yeah.
This is a special here, I'll tell you. 1940 Ford sedan. A nice paint job, huh? Tell me what happened with the
Yeah,
paint.
well, it kind of got burnt off, you know, and kids were playing with matches and they set it on fire. Burnt the car up, and I just kind of left it that way. Put air ride. It's got air ride, goes up and down, and runs pretty good.
Yeah, it sure does. I was following you. I was in back of you for a while, in front of you coming here, and I go, look at this thing. He's just cruising along at 70, 75.
Yeah, I like to run 70 or a little less sometimes, but.
So what have you done with this thing?
Well, like I said, I put the air ride on it, and the engine, it was all burnt down, and the carburetor was burned off of it, and the distributor, and I just put a new carburetor distributor on, and it started right up. And
What do you got under the hood there?
it's a 351 Windsor.
Okay, that's I had
Pretty
my
much
old
stock
Cougar.
engine, you know.
You know what's interesting is those plug wires. How's that work?
Just like any other plug wire, it's just a little different looking, that's all.
Yeah, they're different looking, all right. And they're exposed, and it's like, how the heck you would think it wouldn't work like that?
Yeah, but they'll grab you too. If you want to hold on to one, I'll start it for you.
No, thanks. No, like a stun gun or something. Well, this is pretty cool. What else have you done to her? And I see the interior. What do you got in there?
I got a little guy in there. He helps me drive some. I sit behind him and drive most of the time. And Bones over there, he rides with me all the time. I got heat and air. There's an ice box there. I put ice in it and run it through some coils and the fan, and it blows cold. And in the wintertime, I got a little heater, electric heater there.
So it's just stock underneath there, the undercarriage?
It's built up. It's a boxed frame and 9-inch Ford rear end, and a Mustang front. Drives and steers good. It's pretty safe too. It's got good brakes, power disc brakes. So.
You got disc brakes in this too. Yeah. So what you're really seeing is not really what you're seeing, because it's pretty.
That's true. Yeah,
it's
underneath
nice
is underneath is a lot nicer than on top.
Have you ever been to the Ruckus before?
No. This is really neat. I need to go look at a lot of things because
this is really cool.
Oh yeah, I just love this place already.
Yeah, you blend right in here, I'll tell you. Hey, show me your windshield washer thing here.
Oh yeah, this is a washer here. That little snake, he spits out water.
He's got a pump in there. He pumps it, and the water comes out.
Yeah.
You got a lot of interesting things on there.
Don Garlett's famous drag racer. He signed my helmet there.
Okay.
He liked the car pretty much.
I like the bird on the other side pooping on it.
Yeah.
You got a sunroof in here and everything, huh?
Oh yeah, then I got a vent.
You got a vent? Okay.
That's off a Mack truck.
Oh jeez. You guys in these cars get so creative. It's just unreal how creative you guys can get.
It's funny how you come up with stuff. You think about one thing and then you go home and sleep on it, and then you think about something else. I just decided to hang my steering wheel up. I usually throw it over there on the seat. I realized there's a little bracket up there I can hang that steering wheel on when I get out. I can't get out with the steering wheel on it.
So how fast can you go in this?
It'll run 70 nice. It'll run 80, but I don't run it that hard.
You were cruising along there on the interstate there, and I'm going, wow, look at this guy.
Good. It does good at 70, so.
I was kind of scared to be behind you. I thought something might fly off or something.
Actually, I lost the handle off the crank back there one time, off the meat grinder.
Oh, the meat grinder.
Yeah, I lost that in Detroit.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, that handle come off one time, and.
Oh my God. And you're okay with the license plate? No one ever messes with you?
I got it down here.
You got it down there.
Yeah, that's just a fake.
Okay.
It's turned around backwards.
I see.
So actually, that's original. That's when it burned up. That's original license plate.
What's this right here?
That's a backup camera.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
You got a backup camera in this too.
Well, I took it out. I didn't use it that much, so I just took it out.
Oh, this is really cool.
The lights are really good. They're LED lights. You can see them real well.
And it passes PA inspection.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, it's pretty safe, actually. Nothing's falling off except for that handle.
Chuck, thanks for showing us your car. This is a great car. Thanks a lot, bud.
Thank you, buddy.
No, that was harmless, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was cool.
Vince Corbet from Starver,
Pennsylvania.
That's out of Butler, PA, huh?
Yes.
You drove this thing all the way up here, huh?
Yes.
How's it going?
It's going good.
What do we got here?
We got a 1962 Willys rat rod. It's got a 1978 Chevy driveline in it, so it's got disc brakes. It's just a good drive. I can go down the road with my hands on my lap. It'll run straight line.
You got a nice engine in that. What do you got in there?
406. Yeah, it's a 400 board 30 over, so it's a 406. Had it from brand new the truck motor. I rebuilt it after I blew it. That's why it's a 406. The cam is actually the spinal cord on the guy in the back. That was the cam when I blew
This is
it.
the jewel box right here, huh?
Yeah, I like the nice shiny motor. It runs beautiful, makes a lot of power. It burns these tires. I just redid the rear end on it Monday because, you know, do a lot of burnouts with it.
62.
1962.
Let's walk around and talk about this thing. You got a little bit of
Yeah, a little metal
features
art.
on you.
Yeah, some robot hands for the mirrors.
You did all this yourself?
Yes. Yeah, I kind of little metal
Where
art.
do you start? Where do you start?
Well, you start with an idea, you know, the truck, you know, I wanted to do the rat rod. I had the 78 Chevy. I thought I'm going to use the drive line because the Willys was so bad. It was just, the drive line was garbage. So I thought I wanted something safe. I can get on the road. I can go to wherever. It'll
Right.
get, you know.
Right, you want to go, yeah.
So you get that going, and then once you get the truck together, and then you start coming up with the ideas, you know, the weird little, you know, it's going to make a spider. And I thought.
So
you
you're
know
a
what?
welder, right?
I do some welding, fabricating, yeah. So instead of making a spider, I thought, well, I'll make one of my weird guys with 8 legs, give him a rib cage instead of a spider. I started making a spider body. I thought, that's just a spider. Spider. I'm gonna make a weird guy here with, you know. And people look at it and think, what is that, a scorpion? Nah, it's really a spider, but I gotta put the old tip on everybody's tail. So, but yeah, the milk can is a battery box.
There's a battery in
That's
there.
where the battery's at down there. I could pull the milk can off and
Oh, okay. I see.
my
You got-
battery's
you got
right
the bottom
there.
cut out then. And you
yeah,
put, oh,
yeah,
I
it's
see.
just shoved down on. I lift it off, batteries
You
right
guys
there.
are so creative with these things. What do we got going across here, the top of the
Oh,
bed
that's a
here?
jack. It's an off-road jack. I'll never use it. I'm an older dude, so I'm calling AAA, pal. I ain't
Oh, yeah,
jacking.
I'm the same way. I'm
I
the
carry
same way.
tire plugs in case. That'll be a quick fix, but otherwise, hey, come get me. Bring the flatbed.
You got old road signs as your bed?
Yeah, the bed's made out of road signs. Well, they're construction signs. A friend of mine worked for a construction company, and they got rid of all the signs years ago, and they went to like the fibery ones, are real light. So he had them over the house. I said, hey, Rick, man, I'm building this rat rod. You got any signs? He said, oh, I got 100 of them. Come over and get them. So I did that, and
Bent them up, put them in there. Looks
made
good.
a 50-degree bend like the Willys has, and tried to duplicate a Willys bed.
You guys are creative,
Then I
I
had
tell
to
you.
do that because last year I made this wheelbarrow racer for here, and I had no way to haul with all these guys in here. So I built a trailer last year just to haul the wheelbarrow.
Out of more signs.
More signs. I called him up and said, Rick, is there any more signs? And yeah, just don't take any aluminum ones. I don't want the aluminum. They don't rust. So yeah. This is Maximilian, and that's Zeus. Then I had a rubber rat that sat on the fuel cell, and he started falling apart from the sign in there. So I built a metal art one, and
Did you make all these yourself?
yeah, I made this little guy for someone there. Made that for someone else. Actually, I'm going to be giving it to him later this month. The pastor that we used to was at a church of ours, and he went to a traveling ministry thing, and it's called Gone Fishing.
Right.
And he seen my stuff on Facebook, so he wanted me to make him something. So I'm like, what can I make? He's a pastor. I can make something. So I thought, fishing. I'll make him one of my skeleton guys yanking a big fish out of the water.
You guys are
I think
really,
you'll love it.
you guys are really creative.
But, thank you very much. Yeah, they're
really neat.
fun, you know.
Yeah,
and
sure.
you like guys that look at
They
them.
look fun. That's
look at
what
all
it's
the
all
weird
about,
things, like the wheelbarrow racer. I like weird things I did today. I got made rack pinion steering out of. These are motorcycle parts for my motocross bike. I do motocross and stuff. The back brakes I made discs, and I use pliers for the calipers. So
It works.
so they're rat rod style. So there's calipers in the back with pliers. Pull that lever, and the old brakes go on, Yeah, they work pretty good. Yeah, see all the pliers. I welded some pads on there from
you
the
got
motocross
pads? You got pads
bike.
in there
Oh
for
yeah, there's brake pads and all on there, yeah. Hey, we don't mess around in this rat rod world.
You know what? I'll tell you what. A lot of guys don't like this stuff because they think it's junk. But I'll tell you what. It is so darn creative.
Creative, and people look at that and say, oh man, did you drive this here? I'll get my GMC. I can get on the road just like my GMC.
Right.
It'll go straight line. I'll put my hands on my lap. Now at 55, it starts to bounce on me. I can either speed up or slow down. So I prefer to slow it down unless I'm really in a
See
hurry.
underneath the hood in this thing. That's where it's all at. Wow.
Yeah.
'59 Ford Ranchero, huh? Marty and Son. Wait. Body and fender. No, it says not Marty and Son. What?
Watching Street Scene.
59 VW Volkswagen.
Right.
With how many miles on it?
6,100.
Is 1962 Corvette headlight bezels inverted, and then built the fender to fit them.
That's it. I have a very good wife. She doesn't want me to touch her, so she says, go in the barn and build something. And this is what happens.
Up next, we have some great information from the Ohio State Patrol on tech tips. Let's get into another subject here on tech tips, and it's window tinting. What can you tell us about window tinting? Let's start at the windshield. How much tint are you allowed in the windshield?
So in your front windshield, you're allowed to have a tint bar across the top, but you have to have 70% visibility out of your front windshield.
Okay, sounds good. How about the side windows?
So your driver's side window and your passenger side window, they can be tinted, but it has to have 50% visibility. Every window back farther, you can tint as dark as you'd like.
How do you judge it?
Judge the window tint. We have window tint meters in the car that we can decide what the tint
But
is.
what if they come like that from the factory, real dark and everything? Is that legal? There are some that come pretty dark.
Yeah, that's as long as it's a factory manufactured, then yes,
And then it's legal.
that would be
Okay.
fine. But it is a primary violation, so if we see somebody driving down the road and their window tint, through our training experience, we could tell whether it's, questionable.
Right.
Typically, I like to err on the side of caution, stop the ones that look extremely dark. Yeah, that is a primary violation that we don't need some other reason to stop you. If it just appears to be dark, then we can stop you for that.
Okay.
And you can't have any reflectorized material, any mirrored
Like
window
mirror
tint
stuff. Okay.
is very illegal. Where Trooper Sweat mentioned the tint bar, that's 5 inches down on the windshield. So if you look inside like a newer car, it's going to say AS1. That's what they call the AS1 line. You can't have any tint that exceeds that length.
Okay. How about the backside and the rear windows? How do you judge those?
Those can be tinted as dark as you please.
As dark as you want? Yep. Okay, so it doesn't matter then.
Yes.
With me, I have Tony Padella from Medina, Ohio.
How you doing?
How's it going?
Nice to meet you.
What do you think of this place here today?
I love it. It's my kind of car show.
Have you been here before?
This is my second time here, and it's my kind of atmosphere. Rat rods, and I'm not in the shinies no more, so I like what people can create.
You created something really nice there. Really nice. A 42 Chevy truck with a 12-valve Cummins engine in it, huh?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been working on this?
3.5 months.
Not That's it?
That's it. I have a very good wife.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't want me to touch her, so she says, go in the barn and build something. And this is what happens.
That sounds good. Let's look at it. Let's get a little closer here. And we got what? We got low-profile tires on these. How did you get those things to fit?
They have adapters, which is go from 8 lug to 10 lug, and then we get the rims turned down to 22 inch so you can run street tires.
Okay. So how many street tires you have on this thing?
Oh, Lord. Yeah, 10 of them.
10 of them. You got a little bit of bucks into rims and
That's
tires,
the
don't
most
you?
expensive part of the build are these tires.
Wow.
It is.
Wow. How about the rims? The rims can't be too cheap.
Yeah, everything was $4,500 for everything, for the adapters, the covers. Gentleman, Tom, from Norwalk, does these for a living. And that's the best part of the build, I think.
Yeah.
My son made me do these.
Yeah, they're nice. I'll tell you, this is something. This is really nice. I was asking you before, do you need a commercial license for this or anything?
No,
just
no,
a regular
just
driver's
a
license.
regular driver's license. It's still titled as a 1942 Chevy truck. So as long as the VIN number matches your cab, everything works out.
You're okay. Well, how about the frame on this? What did you do with the frame?
Started off with a 16-foot Chevy box truck, and then cut it and lengthened it another 3.5 feet. And decided to put the motor in the middle because I just want to be different.
You really had to brace this baby up, huh?
There's a lot of measuring, you know.
There's no light engine there.
No, and that's what you got to figure out when you bring the motor to the middle. You got to worry about not having enough weight in the front, so it hops and bounces. So adding a couple 100 pounds to the front, this thing rides like a dream.
Looks good. Look at this gas tanks on there. What do you got here? What do you got here in the front one?
Nothing yet, but that's going to be a grill. And then the other side is going to be the cooler, and the back two are fuel tanks.
And what are you carrying for fuel?
70 gallons.
70 gallons.
Yes.
It's a little expensive, huh?
Well, you never have to fill it up during the summer. I haven't filled it up yet.
Good.
You know.
Fill it up one time and that's it.
Yeah, it gets great gas mileage because there's no weight in the back, so you can get almost 25 to 30.
Could you tow with this if you wanted to? Could you?
Yes. The back end is still factory with leaf springs from the factory box truck, and the rear axle is a dummy axle.
So you used the regular truck back
Correct.
here, okay.
Right,
You
and
added right
seat
here
right
where the engine's at and everything.
Right, right.
That's pretty cool. How's the balance on it? Okay.
Oh, really nice.
Really good.
I'm really, really happy, and my first type of build this one was, and it runs really good.
It's definitely different. It's definitely. I saw this. I go, look at that baby. Look at that. It's really cool. And let me see. What are you sporting under the hood here?
Oh, just your batteries and don't screw with the air horns because once they go on, they'll scare you.
That's pretty cool. Usually I say, what do you got under the hood? And you pull out this hood. Somebody have a 350 or a big ass engine in there.
Right.
But no, you got nothing under there. 2 batteries.
That's it. That's why I wanted to be different. Put the engine in the back, and it's a what do you call that? A piece that people talk about.
Mm-hmm. You got air conditioning, I see.
That's my air. That's a factory 42 air.
It works good.
And it works great.
You got to watch those lug nuts there.
Yes,
What do they call this?
Just chrome spike lug nuts.
Spike lug nuts.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I know. I got to put a sticker. Must have tetanus shot.
Yeah. With me, I have Greg Curtin from Kent, Ohio, with his '54 Ford Sunliner.
Yes.
Pretty sharp. Pretty sharp. I love it. I saw this baby and it just popped on me. I said, we got to go talk to this guy.
Red helps.
Oh yeah. Resale red, I always say.
Yes.
The white interior, just like my T-Bird, my '64. I love the color combo. Probably have a white top on it also?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
How long have you had this, Greg?
Almost a year.
Almost a year. Huh?
Yep.
Where's it from?
I bought it out of Calcutta, Ohio.
Do you know who did the custom work on it and everything?
Not really sure. Early 90s. The pinstriping on it is dated 1993. I've had some guys say that they know the guy that pinstriped it out of Indiana. When I bought the car, the gentleman said it came out of Indiana. His dad bought it back in the early 2000s, and it was done then. So I would say the body work and stuff has been at least early 90s.
Yeah. You know what I hate? Same way with my car. My car was all redid over. My car was originally black with red interior, and they put everything on, the Continental kit, the nice rims on it, the nice trim work on it. But there's no paperwork on it. I didn't get any paperwork. They went through a Klaus auctions a number of years ago, but there's no paperwork on it. And I don't know why they don't stick the paperwork in there
Right.
with it, you know.
Yeah.
And
Well, everything's digital now, so.
Yeah.
But it's got a 54 Chevy grill with extra teeth in it. It's got French caddy taillights in it. The fender skirts are customized where they've been Frenched into the quarters.
Have you had those off before?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
They look like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to break down alongside the road, but it can happen. So.
Looks like leather interior in that baby.
Yeah.
Whoever did it did a nice job on it. They
Yeah,
did
sure
a very
did.
nice job
Yeah.
on everything. The pinstripe, very classy looking, you know.
Right.
I suppose you get a lot of looks on this baby, huh?
Yes. Yeah. And I love the custom cars, so it really, drew us to a family, and my family's into custom cars, and hopefully we can keep it alive.
You have a lift on this at all?
No.
Nothing,
No,
just that's the way it is.
Yeah. There's air shocks in the back, but there's hardly any air in them.
Yeah. Go check out under the hood here?
Yep.
So what are we sporting here?
It's a 312 Y block, pretty much original with the tri-power. It's all stock suspension and everything. No power steering, no power brakes. All old school.
How's it run for you? Pretty good?
Actually pretty good. I got a 54 Olds at home that's customized, and this will outride it any day.
It's a good driver for you. You can
Yes,
take it
I love
anywhere.
it. 70 mile an hour all the time.
Good, good. It's a beauty, I'll tell
Thank
you.
you.
It's a real beauty. One of the features here today is Ben Anderton. Where are you from, Ben?
West Middlesex.
West
currently.
Middlesex. I've
Yes,
seen
sir.
you play around the keg and all that around town there, huh?
Yeah, I get around. I do what I can.
What do you do? What do you do?
I play a lot of rockabilly music, some modern rock and roll, Carl Perkins, Elvis, Stray Cats, you know.
And you're one of the features here today, huh?
That's right, down at the barber shop, Dave Pegg.
Cool.
Yeah, if you need trimmed up, nice beard, whatever you got going on, go see Dave.
That's cool. That's cool. What kind of guitar you got?
I play a Gretsch, Electromatic, hollow body, Tim Armstrong edition.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man.
Salmon pink.
No, salmon pink.
Yeah.
Huh? You just got a good style, man.
Upside down and backwards.
With me, I have a couple of the pinup girls there. Where are you girls from?
The Motor City.
Motor City?
Yes, Flint, Michigan.
So is this a popular thing here? Is it everywhere or what? Just around here?
It is everywhere. We do travel outside of the state, actually, and it's big on the other side of the world, too. As far as I know, I've seen Australian pinups. I've seen pinups from the UK, especially like Viva Las Vegas. Girls come from all over the world to compete for that one. That one's a really big one.
So how far do you girls go?
I think this is the farthest.
farthest.
Yeah. About 5 hours, I think, is about the farthest that I've gone.
So it's a lot of fun then.
Yeah.
huh?
Oh yeah.
How many girls usually are in this?
Well, this is our first time here.
Yeah.
But usually at contests, there's about 20, 25 girls. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun.
So you've been to the Detroit one then, at the
Yes,
Autorama?
Autorama,
I'll have to look you up
Every
next
year,
time.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, Autorama is a big one in our area.
Yeah, I've been there the last 4 years, so I'll have to
It's
look
a
you
lot
up
of
next
fun,
time I
yeah.
go there. This is cool. So what do you win if you win?
This one is, I believe, $500, and I've seen a bunch of goodies there on the table. So we're pretty excited for that.
That's good. What's your name?
Shelly Galore. And Fanny Bruiser. We're the bad girls.
You are watching Street Scene.
With me, I have James Young from Holland, Ohio, with his 59, I thought it was a 60, 59 VW Volkswagen.
Right.
With, how many miles on it?
6,100.
6,100
Original
miles.
miles, yes.
Where did you find this thing at?
Well, it's sat in a dealership for many, many years. And it sat in the back of a dealership. They didn't do anything with it until about the mid-'80s. And then the service manager took it home, put new rubber on it, and painted it. And that's about it.
So it was a lost soul for many years
Yeah,
then.
lost it. And then the people that I bought it off of, they were relatives of the people that owned the dealership, and they were afraid to drive it. So I was able to buy this one and 2 other cars off of them, and we kept this one.
6,100 miles, that's it.
6,100 original
Have you done
miles.
anything to the engine?
No, just put spark plugs in it
That's
and
it.
check the compression and clean the carburetor. That's about it.
Everything's good.
Everything's
How about the
good.
interior? That's all
No,
original.
The interior is not original. It was done in 1985. The mohair in that is all original.
Okay.
The headliner's mohair. But the interior was redone the way it was originally done
Okay.
in 1985 or 86.
So this is an older paint job and
Yeah,
basically an
this was
older
like
restoration.
Mid-80s, yeah.
Held up really nice.
Yeah, it did.
Someone did a nice job on
Yeah.
it. Probably what, enamel, lacquer?
I think that's lacquer.
Lacquer?
That's black lacquer.
Hubcaps are all original and everything?
All original. Everything's original. The only thing that's expensive on the car are the tires. The tires are about $300 a piece.
Get out. Why?
Because that's what they cost. You want that kind of tire, they're $300.
You can't find them anywhere, huh? That's why.
Ah, you got to order those.
$300 a piece.
Yeah.
Wow. They radials?
No,
They're not.
they're bias ply tires.
For $300 a piece.
Yeah, they're about $300. $280, I think, is what they actually go for.
Wow. Wow. You know, we were just talking, James here, about his car. We were down at Jim's VW Jamboree down in Columbiana County, and we
Right.
said, "Well, how come we didn't run into you down there?" And he said, "Well, you interviewed my son."
Right next to me.
Right next, yeah.
Yeah.
He had that hippie Volkswagen, the bus.
He gets all the looks. All the people, they'll walk right past this, and they'll go right to that bus.
Dad, when are you gonna learn not to park near him, huh?
Well, I'm gonna quit parking by him.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm
Don't
gonna stop.
park anywhere by him. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a nice little bus. Very nice. It was one of the cars we bought when we bought this.
So what? So the engine in this is what? 1,300?
I think it's a 1200.
1200?
It's
Okay.
36 horse.
Okay.
And nothing's been done to it. I have new stickers and everything for the air cleaner and that, but I don't want to change them. I want to leave it just like it is.
Yeah. 36 horsepower.
Yep, 36. 4-speed on the floor. Everybody likes that 4-speed.
Not many options in this, huh? I see you got a radio.
A radio and a speedometer. No gas gauge, no power, anything.
Show me that switch on the floor there. What is that switch on the floor?
Well, there's a couple switches on the floor.
Okay.
This one way up here, that is your reserve gas tank. Actually, it's supposed to be in this position here. And then when you run out of gas, because there's no gauge, you flip that over and you
use your foot. You just kick it with your foot.
You can kick it with your foot, or you can reach down there. And then here's your heater control right there.
Oh, you have a heater, huh?
Yeah, well, sort of.
I remember my buddy had one of these. Yeah, we used to get in it and there was no
heater control, and that's it.
We're standing next to a 1953 pickup truck owned by Jim Thompson and Pam Thompson. And this car is very much wife approved, right?
Yes, it is, yes.
Oh my God. Jim, you got to work in this baby. You just, we've been talking to Jim now for 10 minutes and it's something different. It's just, let's start. Let you take off on this thing.
Well, it's chopped 3 3/4 inches, section 2 inches.
Okay, well, let's talk about the chop. A lot of people don't know how to chop these things. So where'd you chop it? Here?
No, it was chopped right in this area here. Okay. But I didn't want to lean the windshield back, so I cut the roof across the top and lengthened it actually.
Okay, so you got a piece in here.
Right, yes.
Okay.
And then the body was sectioned. It took 2 inches out the whole way around on the body.
Why there?
That lowers the whole stance of the car.
Okay, it's flat. It's flat too, right? That makes it easier.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So this is basically a stock but chopped cab on this thing, 53.
Right.
All right. So how about let's go in the front end real quick here.
Okay.
What do we got here with the fenders and everything? Those aren't stock.
No, they're not stock. I used 1962 Corvette headlight bezels, inverted, and then built the fender to fit them with a valley between the two beams. Okay.
How about this? The hood,
The hood is also sectioned.
Okay.
And the grill is out of a 47 Oldsmobile. Okay. The front bumper is off of a 53 Chevy car. Has a little bit more shape to it than the truck bumpers. And the bumper guards are made from a 55 DeSoto.
This is great. How about the mirrors and everything?
Okay, the mirrors are just aftermarket. They're called Swan Arm mirrors. The spotlights are dummy spotlights. They are kind of taken off of like an Appleton spotlight.
All right. Look, I love the white interior. See how the white interior pops, Greg? I love the white interior. Tell me about this dashboard. It's just like, it's like a piece of art in there, and that's out of a what?
That's out of a 1951 Chrysler Windsor. And it was quite a bit of work to make it fit in there properly. But I liked it as soon as I saw it because all the gauge cluster and everything was so Art Deco looking. Yeah. I really liked it. And then I added that phone, which I used to do in the 50s in the customs, but it actually works. If you plug it into your cell phone, it actually works.
Let's get involved with the bed here. I just want to go over this thing with a fine-tooth comb.
The truck I didn't get a bed with it, so I decided I'd just build my own. The top 3 inches are off of an S10 pickup, and everything else I hand built. Now the rear fenders are stock 53 Chevy fenders, although they've been sectioned.
Okay, so when you mean sectioned, you added pieces to it then?
No, I cut them down, height-wise.
Okay. And this is all handmade here, all your bed?
Yes, yeah. Nice. Actually, for the rear section here, I went and I had some exhaust tubing bent to this shape. And then I welded sheet metal to the exhaust tubing to make it that shape.
How about the trimming on this?
This trim is off of a Volkswagen running board. And these pieces back here were made by Macmillan Rod and Custom.
told them what you wanted, and they just...
Yeah, I sent him a pattern. He put the arc in him and everything. Real nice guy to work with.
Gas tank here?
Yes.
If you don't mind. There you go. We got no gas cap on it. This is really cool. And one of the really cool things I kind of like is the back bumper. Talk to me about this back bumper.
That's actually off of a 54 Kaiser Manhattan. And the main bumper part of it has actually been shortened down 44 inches. And sent it out to Paul's Chrome Plating in Evans City and had it all replated.
What a beauty. What a beauty. This is so nice. This is so nice. I just, how about the taillights on it?
Those are off of 52 Buick.
You're watching Street Scene.
You're watching Street Scene, Dave Bitchin. If you're watching Street Scene, then you're not seeing Dave Bitchin.
The Rockabilly Ruckus. The Rockabilly Ruckus.
Rockabilly, the ruckus is a part of it. This is a ruckus.
My God. We have a ball.
This is incredible. I can't believe it.
This is the most fun I've had at a car show in a long, long time. It just, I could stay here another couple days.
Now, we always have car shows, and the car shows are great, but this is everything into one. The Pinup Girl Contest, the car show, the rat rods,
dirt racing,
dirt track racing, everything.
The motorcycle doom there.
And you've got kids fun here too.
You know what?
Everything.
I've never seen so many kids at a show before.
No.
You know that? All the ones we do, like when we were talking to Ed earlier, but there's no kids there. You know? And
you know what it reminds me of is we did the Ox Roast, and the Ox Roast was basically a church-run event and family-focused. This is family focused.
That was here too, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was at the Trumbull County Fairgrounds. And if you have a family and you are into cars, bring your wife, bring your kids, bring your significant other, anything, because this is where to be for if you love the cars.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yep. And what did he say? Second week in August. Yeah. Every year, second week in August. This is the place. Trust me, Rick and I'll tell you, this is the one to go to. Really.
It is fun. I've had so many. We could have interviewed so many other people. We interviewed about 6 cars or something like that, 7, and we could have did so many. Wait till you see the B-roll Greg has on this.
Let me tell you something about that. If you've never seen when I do video editing, I spend probably 20 to 25 hours editing these shows when we come out for 3 hours to do it. I was going to yell at myself because I'm going to have so much B-roll or extra video that I'm going to just be kicking myself because there's so much to see.
Hey, what do you think we stick around and do another show out there, make it part 1 and part 2?
I got to go.
Hey, I'm Rick Herrera.
And I'm Greg Roten.
We'll see you down the road.